Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World, and I'm your host, Jargalma Duvshinjargal. Our top stories for today. Health centers extend their operating hours during periods of increased flu cases. Annual extraction capacity of Mongolia's major uranium deposits could reach 2,500 tons. Enhancing Mongolia's tourism landscape for a sustainable future. For the news, stay with us. When a person sneezes, saliva containing the influenza virus can spread up to 7 meters into the air, carrying more than 40,000 droplets. The infection is transmitted to others through the respiratory tract. Research also indicates that the virus can spread up to 1.5 to 2 meters during prolonged conversations with individuals infected with influenza. Consequently, during periods of heightened influenza virus transmission, hospitals nationwide are extending their operating hours.
Family health centers will be operational from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. during the upcoming 4-day weekend, spanning from December 29, 2023 to January 1, 2024. The trauma, surgery, and dental offices at the district health center will remain open on December 29th and 30th. Children's offices will be accessible from December 29th to January 1st, 2024, operating from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Furthermore, the Dental and Maxillofacial Center in the capital has been scheduled to operate between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. on both December 29th and 31st.
Through collaborative exploration efforts, significant uranium deposits have been discovered in Mongolia, including the Dolangol deposit in 2002 and the globally significant Zuvchova deposit in 2010. These findings position Mongolia as having the 12th most substantial uranium reserves worldwide, signifying a milestone for the nation's energy landscape.
With the establishment of France-Mongolia Investment Agreement, a new era dawns for uranium extraction in Dorngov's Ulaanbaatar. The ambitious venture aims to unleash the full potential of the Zuvchova and Dolangol deposits, targeting an annual extraction capacity of 2,500 tons. The strategic collaboration facilitated by the investment agreement aligns with Mongolia's commitment to harnessing its rich uranium resources. The Zuvchova and Dolangol deposits are poised to play a pivotal role in meeting global uranium demands, evidenced by the substantial registered reserve of 100,345 tons. The potential of this uranium project extends beyond economic gains, offering environmental benefits as well. By diversifying Mongolia's energy sector, the initiative will play a pivotal role in curbing carbon dioxide emissions. In line with global efforts to transition to cleaner energy sources, this move showcases Mongolia's commitment to environmentally responsible practices.
While Mongolia celebrates that 60% of tourists intend to visit again, there is a recognition that opportunities exist to further elevate the country's tourism experience. Acknowledging these areas for improvement is crucial for sustained growth and ensuring that Mongolia continues to be a premier destination for global travelers. Mongolia has become an increasingly popular destination for Japanese tourists, with a noticeable trend indicating that they prefer to spend approximately 5 days exploring the vast landscapes and rich cultural heritage of this unique country. Delving a little deeper into the preferences of Japanese visitors, it becomes evident that a significant portion of these tourists are aged 50 and over, indicating a specific demographic that requires tailored programs to enhance their travel experience. Japanese tourists are mostly people in the 50-plus age group. One key aspect that sets Japanese tourists apart is their inclination towards a more relaxed and less physically demanding holiday. Unlike younger demographics, this group tends to shy away from demanding activities such as trekking or extreme sports. Instead, they seek a more laid-back and culturally immersive experience that allows them to savor the beauty of Mongolia at leisurely regularly pays. South Korean tourists have emerged as avid enthusiasts of group travel, particularly those between the ages of 20 and 30. Drawn to the allure of Mongolia's pristine nature and rich nomadic culture, these young adventurers are shaping a distinct trend in the tourism landscape. With an average budget of about $1,200 per South Korean tourists, the industry is witnessing a surge in demand for tailored experiences that cater to their specific interests.
According to a 2019 survey, 64% of tourists responded they were likely to come again to visit. So, every factor, such as booking the trip, traveling infrastructure, and how they enter through border control, is an important issue to consider.
Mongolia's winter tourism industry, while holding immense potential, is facing hurdles that hinder its growth and attractiveness to visitors. Two prominent challenges that demand urgent attention are the inadequacy of comfortable lodging facilities and the limited number of domestic flights.
We forecast that the number of people working in the tourism sector will not keep up with the demand in the coming 3 years.
While a basic understanding of foreign languages is undoubtedly an asset in the tourism and hospitality sector, it's crucial to recognize that not just anyone with rudimentary knowledge of a foreign language can effectively contribute to the industry. Mastery of languages is a nuanced skill that plays a pivotal role in delivering exceptional service and fostering positive interactions with diverse international visitors. Thank you for staying with us. Now let's take a look at currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Now let's take a look at foreign news partnered with international news agencies. 2024 is set to be a busy year in space with the launch of new rockets and spacecraft, as well as the first crewed lunar mission in over half a century. The Associated Press's Cape Canaveral correspondent Marcia Dune shares her list of space events to look forward to in 2024.
Sierra Space Dream Chaser is a spiritual successor of the now-retired Space Shuttle, but 4 times smaller. The DC-100 is 30 feet or 9 meters long. It is expected to dock at the International Space Station this morning. Sierra Space says its space plan brings back the ability to return spacecraft to standard runways instead of tailor-made spaceports and launch pads.
Its first spacecraft, the Dream Chaser, into orbit to chase down the space station, start dropping off stuff, and down the road they foresee perhaps tourist flights or even once commercial space stations come about to replace the International Space Station, they could be delivering crews to that. So they have a lot of goals that they've got in mind besides just starting out taking groceries to the space station.
Another spacecraft to be inaugurated next year is Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket. Unlike New Shepard, the suborbital spacecraft the company is already using for space tourism, New Glenn is a launch vehicle meant to orbit the Earth. It's named after John Glenn, the first American astronaut to reach orbit. Blue Origin says its first stage will be reusable at least 25 times to decrease launch costs. American aircraft giant Boeing is also set to have the first crewed flight test of its reusable Starliner capsule. It's designed to take astronauts to the International Space Station. In June or July, the European Space Agency is expected to launch its delayed Ariane 6 rocket almost a year after the now-retired Ariane 5's last flight. If successful, Ariane 6 will restore Europe's access to space from its spaceport in French Guiana and stop its reliance on companies like Elon Musk's SpaceX. In October, NASA is expected to launch its Europa Clipper, a spacecraft dedicated to the study of the Galilean moon, Europa.
Coming up at the end of 2024, fingers crossed, 4 astronauts, 3 Americans, 1 Canadian, will actually go around the moon in the Orion capsule this time and then come back. And that should set the stage for the next mission being the actual moon landing by another crew of astronauts. And a lot's riding on SpaceX getting its Starship ready in time for that. 2025 is maybe likely an optimistic date, so stay tuned for that. But for sure, by the end of 2024, we should see astronauts flying to the moon for the first time in more than half a century.
And 2024 should end with a crewed mission around the moon in a mission called Artemis II. Artemis I was an uncrewed lunar mission which took place in late 2022. With its second iteration, NASA is going one step further.
Copy 400, landing gear.
In 2023, the tech landscape witnessed a blend of innovation from global brands and nimble startups, showcasing advancements that ranged from Apple's groundbreaking Google headset to emergence of flying taxis over Paris.
The year commenced with the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, drawing a crowd of 100,000 eager to explore the next wave of gadgets. Among the highlights were wearables for the metaverse, a connected punch bag for real-world workouts, and electric roller skates claiming to double walking speed. At the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event on February 1st, the tech giant unveiled its latest Galaxy series featuring the impressive S23 Ultra with 200-megapixel camera. Xiaomi also entered the fray at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, revealing 3 new smartphones. Lenovo stole the show with futuristic concept devices, a laptop and smartphone with rollable displays, exemplifying the evolving landscape of tech design. Virtual reality took center stage at MWC with demonstrations like SK Telecom's Virtual Flight Simulator and Orange showcase of 5G's zero-latency connection to the metaverse. March saw the game's developers conference in San Francisco, where VR and AI gaming devices flaunted the latest in sound design and hyper-realistic graphics, signaling a move of virtual reality into the mainstream due to falling costs. China implemented smart technology in coal mines, utilizing cameras and 5G networks to enhance safety and efficiency. Wuhan introduced a driverless SkyTrain in May, providing a new option for urban public transportation. Apple made waves in June by announcing the Vision Pro mixed reality headset, promising immersive experiences in spatial computing. Paris Viva Tech featured generative AI and innovative solutions like hydro panels addressing water scarcity. The Paris Air Show in June showcased Volocopter's electric vertical takeoff and landing, designed for short and fast trips. In August, the European Union introduced the Digital Services Act, aiming to make online platforms safer for users and curb the spread of harmful content. IFA Consumer Electronics Show in Berlin highlighted home tech innovations, including AEG's scratch-resistant induction hobs and Samsung's camera-fitted refrigerator. September brought the launch of Apple's next-generation iPhones, boasting improved features and price hike for the premium model. Web Summit in October faced controversy with the resignation of CEO Paddy Cosgrave, but the conference proceeded as planned in November in Lisbon. The tech scene closed the year with the unveiling of Candela's P12 high-speed, long-range electric shuttle ship in Sweden, showcasing carbon fiber hydrofoil wings for enhanced efficiency. The electric ferry is set to enter service in July 2024, offering a sustainable and efficient mode of transportation.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We will see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Goodbye.